you guys have the strength to achieve anything you want in life. You have the courage to overcome these hardships. I know that anything is possible for you guys, just like it's possible for each and every one. And just to keep in mind that when you feel alone, you're not, because life is always there for you. Especially the angels, spirit guides, and, I'm here to let you know that, everything's already reassured for you. 444 is significance here, and 666. No, I'm not talking about the mark of the beast. Those are numbers I saw today. Very, reoccurring. That's why I'm specifically saying this today, or saying this in this video. Because, I have to look into 666, but 444, it's letting you know you are in alignment in what you're doing. Just keep at it. I mean, you're exactly where you're at. Even if you're in delay, even if, there's been shutouts from you, maybe some of us here had to move or possibly get kicked out somewhere. But that's only because life is trying to relocate you somewhere else where you need to be. Just like when some of us here might be losing connections with other people. That's probably because life wants you to connect with yourself. And then those people that you want to connect with will come into your life. And just keep in mind, the true enemy is our own thoughts. It really is. I've slowly but for surely have become more present each and every day. Though I have regressed some days. But that's okay, because regression usually means there's going to be more progression. It's just that regression needs to happen to go full out progression. Eckhart Tolle talks about this too. There's cycles in life where we do regress. And I think in Todd Otto's message that I got was the butterfly regresses. When it goes in that cocoon form, it eventually develops this slimy, almost decomposing, I'll have to rewatch it again, but it's just, he was talking about it almost seemed like it was regressing, it's not, it's slowing down, but that's because when things slow down a bit, that's because everything's going to speed back up even quicker. And during this time of, slowing down, this is a time for us to focus on what it is that we're here for in life. And again, with me, I don't think I really care too much about, trying to manifest my dream life, because I don't even know what that is anymore. I know I thought that was with the military and then getting 2 college degrees, and it didn't bring me any excitement. So for me, I'm just going to let life flow. Actually, I enjoy these tarot card readings, but for financial stability, I'm just going to let it flow. I'm not going to try to chase after anything, but if someone comes up to me and offers me something, I'm going to probably at least try to take action on it just to see what the result's going to be. And sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you don't need a chase. Sometimes we just need to just not really sit and wait, but just flow with life, just relax, enjoy the moment. Because, let me see. Yeah, see, honor the life cycles. You know, we go through these states of regress and progress. And let me see, number 28. What angel is this? Ophanel, angel of the moon. Our lives are a sequence of cycles and phases. Learning to recognize your cycle will empower you to take the correct action at the right time, just as nature has its cycles. Understanding your own as well how natural cycles affect you will allow you more ease of flow in your life. These cycles always bring change, and it is how you accept the change that will make the transition either easy or difficult. Changes in your life can be invigorating and illuminating. Some cycles will require you to be gentle with yourself, that you take time to rest. Other changes may signal that it is time for you to step up and take action. Only you can know what's best for you at any given time. Honor and change seasons of your life and follow the guidance of your body, heart are given to you at this time. I mean, what was I talking about earlier? I was talking about, sometimes when these things happen to us in our life, we still have to honor it and be grateful of it, even if it just seems really crappy or sucky. Because in hindsight, once you overcome it, you're like, oh wow, I'm glad that actually happened. Sometimes life pushes us out of our comfort zone so we can learn and make ourselves stronger. And what is this? And I was talking about a butterfly earlier. I don't know if you can see it, but let me see. But yeah, that's a butterfly. Again, some of us are in this little cocoon state or, isolation and maybe regressing a bit, developing that slime and sluggish like states. But again, it's that slime, that regress that's going to actually project us forward once we realize what it is that is causing us to regress. And does that make sense? I think so. But I don't think we have pulled a single tarot card. I think we just pulled angel cards. I might do another angel card. Let me see. Yeah, see, when we regress, possibly checking on our emotions. During this time when things seem like it's very uncertain or it seems like it's falling apart, just keep in mind that everything is connected in some way, shape, or form. Muriel, angel of emotions. Okay. These are new ones. We are emotional beings that can easily let out our feelings get the better of us. Learning to check your emotions does not mean you must not allow spontaneous feelings to arise, but whether to ensure that they are appropriate for the situation and are thoughtful responses rather than emotional reactions. Always be genuine in expressing your emotions, but do not resort to hurting others in the heat of the moment. Allowing others the freedom to express their emotions build trust and respect. Negative emotions, such as anger, should be allowed to express as much as joy or excitement. However, these heavier emotions need to be released in a careful manner. Find a balance is not easy, but be beneficial for all in the long run. Yeah, so, when we regress, again, I'm dealing with, thoughts too, and I feel like some days I just regress, feel like I'm falling behind, but actually it's there to make me realize what I need to overcome. And for me, it's just to realize that, I have no control over the past. I have no control over the future. The only thing I have control over is the now. And you know what? We're going to pull 4 tarots. Okay, so we've got the 2 of Wands, the King of Swords reverse, the Chariot, and the devil. So right here, we have the knowledge and wisdom to, be more in control with our own self, Again, with this 2 of wands, did I say 2 of swords? I mean 2 of wands. I don't even remember, but I haven't had adequate rest, so my memory's kind of jarred up. Again, these, things kind of falling away, being disconnected with reality. Things feel regress. It's not regressing, like in a negative sense. It's part of life. And when we have negative experiences, it's not necessarily negative. We're human beings. We're just put labels on things just because of how we feel. But again, once we get to harness that energy, harness that, the knowledge within ourselves, during that time of delays or time when we disconnect from everyone, we become more of ourselves. Again, with this King of Swords reverse, that stability is going to return back, after, these inner conflicts or, these hardships that you're going through with, relationships. Or perhaps, I get this feeling of like medical disabilities. I don't know why that popped up. I'm going to go ahead and just read it out loud. Like some of us here might be going through some medical disabilities. Hardships, like I know I've gone through some with sleep apnea. Yours might be different. Some of us here, again, like have people just leave them without saying goodbye. And here's the Chariot because again, like we're in that states of, some of us here are in that regress or like slowly things are picking up very soon. Just keep that in mind. But just keep in mind when you're in this delay, or this regression, it's still a beautiful thing. It's just our biggest enemy is our ego. It keeps us enslaved into what we want to identify and be attached to. Our thoughts like to attach ourselves to things. It always tells me, you have to do this, you have to do that, but I always end up questioning it back. I was talking to my psychiatrist today about that, and she was telling me I'm doing really great things about this. And I just recently started doing it. Started questioning every single one of my thoughts. And it's been putting me more in the present moment, and I feel like I'm finally defeating this devil called the ego. And yes, once we let go of that attachment of outcomes or attachment to the past, when we become present, I'm telling you, you'll know when you feel present because you feel your heart opening up, and it's almost like you enjoy life. Nothing really bothers you anymore. Again, I've only had taste of this, but sometimes life throws curveballs at me. Again, I'll regress a little bit every now and then. I know yesterday it was earlier today it was kind of tense because I'm still just dealing with my own battles, but after talking to the psychologist today and start focusing on questioning those actions and then doing my meditation, focusing on my breath, focusing on the silence before the sound, it's like I'm getting better each and every day. And guess what? You guys have this. You got the strength and courage to do the things you want to do in life, overcome these thoughts. But again, we have to, during this pause moment, we got to ask ourselves, should this stay or should this go? And that's my message here, guys. Love you guys so much. See you in the next one. Bye for now.